Are we able to, in case it hasn't been done yet?
20's presents Philly by Night. Starring Liz as La Sombra Dr. Aretza Serre, Fair as Samdi Katora Baptiste, Ivy as Bruja Serenity Sanchez, Juice as Tremere Adelio, Mikey Mike as Bano Hakim Mingo, Lonzo Gonzo as Ravnos Oscar de Leon Ponce, and our weaver of disquietude and terror, Prince. Strangers, and so forth.
Okay, look, sorry that's a little abrupt, people, but I didn't get new music for this episode. So we're here. Hello. Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night. I'm your storyteller, Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm here with my wonderful coterie of folks, ready to tell y'all a nice vampire story. But before we get to that, let's go over a little bit of things here. First off, let's thank Vancouver by Night for the raid. Since we're right on the timing, I can just say hello. Thank y'all raiders for coming in. And then, so to let everybody know, Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night, a Rolling These 20's John, is an adult show. This show may contain themes of violence, gore, flesh crafting, body horror, mind control, gaslighting, I don't know, people changing into animals, biting, some sexual themes. There's some stuff in here. This is a little dark. That's it. Oh yeah, and language, because I cuss like a fucking sailor. So
loss of player agency. I don't know if you said that.
Loss of player agency. Thank you. Good one. But all this has been discussed with players ahead of time. And if something happens here, we will take breaks. We will throw up X cards, whatever's need be, to make sure that all our players are safe. But if you feel uncomfortable, unsafe, please step away. If you want to come back to the episode later on, all of our episodes are up on YouTube and you can watch and peruse at your leisure and skip whatever you want. So with that said, let's let our players introduce themselves and let's go around the table and start with Liz, since you just like popped into it. I saw that.
I went to another dimension, just dissociated for a good 5 minutes. Hi, everybody. I'm Liz. I will be playing Dr. Aretza Serre, Ari, your resident slowly having a nervous breakdown, La Sombra. Both our pronouns are she, her.
Cool. Fair.
I'm Fair. I also like to take trips to the disassociation station. I will be playing Prince Fucker Katura Baptiste. Our pronouns are she, her.
Wow. Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. I play Serenity Sanchez, the Bruja who uses she, her pronouns, and she is just getting her shit together as quickly as possible because more problems are probably on the way.
And Ivy uses they, them pronouns. And Juice.
I am Juice, no pronouns, just Juice, and I'll be playing Aurelio Valentin. That's all.
Excellent. It's going to be great. So, are we ready for a recap? How are we feeling, Liz?
I can recap it.
We did some things. And,
we did many things.
So okay, I can do it. It's cool. I think this is probably the most I'm going to talk tonight, though, at least all at once. So we started off last week going around to everybody individually, seeing what all they had done. Ari's method of trying to cope with disaster is give me information. So she was trying to read up on as much of her history and what the hell is going on here as she could. Found out a little bit of information, but nothing too new and startling. Katura took to things like a fucking duck to water and basically just jumped in with both feet and seems to be doing okay. A lot of the things that seem like I think they had just gotten started in our version, in our original version of Philly, are fully formed here. She had some meetings that she had to cancel for the evening. A few people that she was going to see were not being seen. Saw some interesting texts between her and somebody named TJ. Gonna have to look into that later. But she texted Serenity and Ari and was like, "Hey, we're going out. Don't forget, don't dress terrible. I will change your fucking clothes." And went to get ready. Serenity, during her little montage, basically went through her own stuff, found out she has her own little house. She's got a motorcycle, which is dope.
It's very dope, but I'm very happy.
And found out through a couple layers of back and forth that the Anarchs are planning some fuckery because the Camarilla has been stepping up their hand in what they do and don't want going on in their city. And that apparently this version of Serenity was a prime leader in organizing this possible uprising, possible something. We're not, none of us are sure. We don't know. We weren't there.
Serenity really could figure it out. It was all in code.
Yeah, it was all in code, and there's definitely tension. So, everybody gets a text. Ari gets dressed in clothes. Katura is not happy with these clothes. Stuffs her in a red dress. It is very uncomfortable. While this is going on with the ladies, Aurelio and Mingo are at Genesis, their club, making sure everything looks good, making sure everything is set up, making sure that, things are the way they are supposed to be, especially because suddenly there is freaking news all over in social media that Katura is going to be here, and suddenly, in a matter of an hour, the interest in the club triples. And now there is a much bigger crowd in this, that, and this. Aurelio and Mingo do have a little talk, and they both agree that something seems weird about these three people that they met the night before, because Katura and Ari and Serenity are all semi well known to one extent or another. And the three people that they just met did not give off the vibe of successful, got your head on straight, everything is cool that they have kind of been talked about. Eventually, the ladies show up to the club. Serenity and Ari get out at the back, go in through a back entrance. Katura takes some pictures with Aurelio up front. It's very cool. We all go in, we sit down, we have a talk. I don't think anything super big got talked about during that time. It was mostly getting to know each other a little bit and how you been and that kind of thing. When Serenity gets a text from one of the barons saying, "Hey, I heard you're with Katura. I'm coming down there to talk to her about some baron shit."
He's starting to panic.
Yeah, Serenity starts panicking. Lets us know. We look at Aurelio like, "Fuck, dude, we're sorry. We don't know who this dude is." Mingo gets up because, unbeknownst to the rest of us, Mingo was apparently a sheriff of the Camarilla at one point. Unbeknownst to the three of us, Aurelio might know that. Probably does. I would imagine does. We don't.
Everything's relative.
Mingo's like, "I'll go take care of it. I'll go check him out." There's definitely some tension there, as apparently, again, we don't know this. Mingo killed some of this dude's friends, which, would definitely cause tension.
That's fair.
Eventually, Mingo lets him in after, some back and forth. He comes down, he gives us the rundown of basically the Camarilla is overstepping He explains that he had a ghoul. It had been his ghoul for like 40 years, 50 years, and he finally embraced them. And then the Camarilla killed his newly embraced childer after like 45 years after, because he didn't ask permission. So there's definitely some tension between the anarchs. There's an increase in tension suddenly between the anarchs and the Camarilla.
Yeah, it's always there. It's just worse now.
He basically is asking Keturah for help when this all goes down, but he doesn't actually know what kind of help he needs. I think is basically what the problem was. He was like, "Help us," and we're like, "How?" And he's like,
Didn't get that far yet. Serenity apparently knows more, but
yeah, I think he. What I remember was that he came to this group because we are good at like talking our way out of problems as opposed to being like straight up like physical brute force kind of style, and was like, let me try a new tactic. Can you help me out with this? You're better at this than I am.
I think that was definitely part of it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
To be fair, Ari was having a panic attack at this point, so she might have missed it. Basically, after that, we agree we're going to head over to Keturah's nightclub, Nightshade. The ladies head out to the limo. Aurelio and Mingo were checking to make sure everything was good because Keturah had something to talk about before the two newcomers joined us, and that was where we left off.
You missed on Philly.
So, honestly, that's where I'm going to start. Basically putting the power in your hands, not really doing much to kick us off because I want to know what this combo involved.
Okay, first out of character, I think when we do recaps, we should start it off with last time on the Real Vampires of Philadelphia.
Please, yeah, I will make it
it is like a Bravo reality show.
Well, here we go.
I said, and that's what you missed on Philly.
Honestly, I'm not mad at it.
I don't hate this, and thus I'm actually making a note. So y'all know
instead of
I don't make notes. This I'm making a note.
Instead of posing with like
timeout stake.
Instead of posing with a or like having our intro line and posing with like a peach, where we pose with our like clan symbols.
Yeah, or just a blood bag.
A blood bag.
It's like it says like OPA. It's like a negative on it, like I like all the good stuff in life, or whatever the fuck they say.
Oh Lord.
Okay, anyway, sorry. I had to say it.
Okay, back in character.
Okay, so we get out to the limo, and I'm like, I tell Marie, like, hey, Aurelia's going to be joining us in about 15 minutes. So if you just idle, that'd be great. Make sure the doors are shut. And I'm like, and I turn to Serenity Art, and I'm like, so, as Kelvin mentioned, I apparently have been seeing the prince off and on, or something. I don't know.
Romantically, yeah.
I don't even know if I would go that far.
Netflix and chill?
Here, yeah. So I was going through my phone earlier, just trying to get caught up on everything and see who I knew and like the kind of interactions that I was having with people. And I came across the contact. TJ seemed innocuous enough. Looked through it. Lots of flirty, but nothing really serious that I could tell. And then Calvin comes and pays us a visit, and suddenly I realize that's the prince.
And it's, why the fuck is Tyreek TJ now?
I don't know anything.
Weird name. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
The prince.
Well, yeah, but still. Why TJ be your nickname? They're better nicknames, man.
Where? Oh Lord, does that? See, now I'm curious where the hell Al is.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to find out because I do not want.
I think it might be best for y'all to stay away from Al.
Yeah, Ari.
Some residual hatred just traveling through the metaverse.
More
just be a safer to just stay away.
Ari, I love you, but if there's even a chance of a repeat, I'd rather just keep you away from him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's a chance of a repeat. I don't intend on going down into sewers and accidentally running into Dracula, so.
I mean, you didn't plan on using him as clay, but you did.
Well, we never plan on doing any of the things that we've done.
Literally.
So
there's never been a plan.
Here's my question to you. Do y'all think that I could maybe use this to our advantage?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It depends on what you plan on using it for. I
don't know yet. I don't know yet because I don't really know. I mean, obviously, like, and I'll show them like the last text that just says Netflix and chill. And I'm like, obviously, we're doing something together. So,
right, and I suppose depending on what it is, I don't know enough to comment on it because it's either because that usually tends to go one way. And that's you're a part of the camp now. Yeah. In my experience, but you know what you're doing, so
I roll the partition down and I say, Murray, what do you think about me and TJ?
And she looks back over and then she looks at both Ari and Serenity and she goes, you told them?
Yeah, it kind of came up in the club, so can't really keep it a secret anymore.
Can I
that Kelvin asshole blew my spot up.
That sounds right. Can I be honest, ma'am?
Absolutely.
You're playing with fire?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the logistics of your relationship with the Prince of Philadelphia, but I don't know what you plan to get out of it other than more power, which is great. But if you mess up, he will chop your head off himself.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I literally no doubt about that. Okay. Yeah, I just had to ask, you know, it's just a lot of things have been going on lately. And, you know, sometimes a girl needs to reprioritize some things.
Of course. I'm always here to help you reprioritize whatever you need.
I appreciate you so much. Okay, I'll roll the partition back up.
And she looks back at Ari and Serenity one more time, somewhat uncomfortably.
Like, are they gonna beat her ass? Are they gonna beat her ass? Looking at her like, do I gotta get the stakes out of the glove compartment? I'm like, okay, so apparently I was keeping a secret from the two of you.
Interesting. Interesting.
I mean, we all got secrets as long as they don't come back to bite us. Like, as a group, that doesn't seem to be a problem.
Well, Tyreek is kindred, so he can literally come back to bite us.
You know what I meant.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying it would be literally and figuratively in this.
Correct.
Scene.
I know. I didn't mean for the vampire pun, but I think Delroy would be proud of me. Okay. Anyway.
Maybe he didn't really seem to like the chicken jokes though, so I don't know.
This is at his expense. When it's at other people's expense, he gets a laugh out of them.
True. Okay, so maybe we'll put this me using the prince on the back burner until I know more information because
that's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like my head wise. Where it is.
That is preferable.
It looks really great here.
Yeah. But let's not play with any more fire.
I mean, if you do get decapitated, I might be able to help after learning some of the stuff I did, but I doubt it.
Have you even practiced that?
No,
yeah.
Figure it out.
Ari, I've seen your work. I have some notes.
Quite excited.
Serenity's trying not to say something. It's just like, no, not gonna start. No, not gonna start the argument here. No. We're not doing that today.
Aurelio, when you'll leave here, what is what is your goal? Are you just trying to learn more about this coterie, or is there something deeper to this?
Um, at this point, this is like a meta question, right?
Yes,
Like
this is a
yeah.
meta question.
Um, can can I counter your meta question with my own meta question?
Please.
What kind of as it was alluded to in the recap, can I make some kind of role, or would you be willing to share with me, like, do I we've established that I know Katura through like club ownership circles.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
What do I know about Serenity and Ari in this world, if anything?
Without a role, I mean, some basic research because you know that Katura hung out with them. You know, Ari is not Ari, but Serenity is something of a radical Bruja freedom fighter. Like, if y'all saw Genghis in the last season, Serenity is like a half step behind Genghis's extreme measures.
Oh boy.
Okay.
She is definitely like Antifa all the way, sort of like punch a Nazi in the face sort of thing.
Yeah.
She's known
Punch
to get
Nazis
into
first,
some
ask questions later.
yeah, violent
I mean, she's always gonna want to punch a Nazi.
conflicts. And she absolutely hates the Camarilla.
Okay.
For Ari, I think Ari would be a little bit harder of a pickle for you. You know that she owns some property, which is fine. You know that she's a well-renowned surgeon, kind of like, you know, if you watch fucking Marvel movies, she was Doctor Strange, essentially. But that's kind of where it ends. And you know there's more to it than that, but you can't quite find out anything outside of that surface knowledge.
Cool. So yeah, my goal, I think, is based on this and knowing that Miss Baptiste and her associates are there's something, as Mingo and I talked about, like something feels off. Particularly, I would say, you know, the doctor making an appearance at a club in like this tight red dress that what did we say, like we don't ask about blood types, we ask about booty butt types at the club. And
something like that. I don't remember the exact words.
And
I
Serenity,
forgot about that.
I did too.
And
I remembered. I can remember the phrasing. Sorry.
And Serenity's demeanor, I guess earlier in the evening, kind of not really matching up with what I know or have heard about her. I think I definitely am interested in learning a little bit more about this group. On top of kind of extending the courtesy of like, I've invited you to my establishment, you've invited me to yours, so there's a professional courtesy of following up with that.
Cool. Question for you, Katura. Heading to your club, did you have any specific plans?
No, it was just gonna be like, you know, we go to Genesis. It was really good, just gonna be like kind of like a girls' night sort of deal. And then I was just like, let's go to my club because I don't know, like I it's probably safe there to talk.
Sure.
People are finding me at Genesis, but they don't know I'm going to my own club because I did not say.
The reason I'm asking this is because I have planned to jump y'all forward a few days. Not a long time,
That's
just
fine.
a few days. And I want to kind of know, do y'all spend time hanging out with each other? And I'm going to throw some things in there that will have happened over these days. But I'm kind of wondering, would y'all have used this as like a jump off to hang out more together or no? And this is especially important for Aurelio and Mingo, but Mingo's not here with us tonight.
I think
Oh, go ahead.
I'm not sure who should answer that question.
I mean, Serenity would like to hang out at Aurelia's Club on Latin night. That's gonna happen at least once, but
Oh yeah, I did say that was a thing.
there's a Latin night. You can't take it back.
Sure.
And I think Serenity would take the time to talk to Ari just in private at one point, whenever the others have. If you guys have downtime plans, you guys go ahead. I also have some, but whoever wants to go first at this point.
I don't mean to like spring this on you, but there is a narrative reason why I'm doing this.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that like, if anything, like after meetings and stuff, Katura would be like, you know, she always wants to like chill with her coterie or whatever, and like kind of like maybe get together and pull whatever they've learned together, so that way there's like a shared knowledge, so we can get caught up on everything that's going on, so we're not just caught flat-footed all the time.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Katura would want to do that, and just like trading information and stuff, so we could know what the hell is going on around here.
Cool.
And then I mean, we all just went through, I mean, it's only been a few days, so we all just went through this traumatic experience, came here, and are having to like adapt quickly to everything. So it's like they need to like, she would want to stay and like see them frequently, just to be like, you know, like make sure we're all still okay.
Yeah. For Aurelio, I think, especially after the conversation with Mingo, and you know, like this quote that someone shared with him that is stuck in his head about like, you know, hope is a thing with feathers, and being stuck on this like random ass peacock that was hanging out with this group, and my own context around this as well. Aurelio is definitely intrigued and feels drawn, might try and like induce a premonition or two to try and like figure out like, is there anything that my powers can tell me that might yield some more information about whether or not this is a good idea. They seem to be real tight with each other. There's 4 of them. I pretty much just have Mingo as like my person that I kind of have as my thing. And checking in with Mingo as well, and we could do that separately with Mikey, I guess, to try and figure out like how feel out Mingo's feelings on this. I also have tons of questions for Mingo about what's going on, but as far as this group, I definitely am interested in learning more about them. I definitely want to continue building this relationship with I guess exploring if there is a like connection here to explore with Miss Baptiste. I am curious to get to know the doctor a bit more, and learn more about what the doctor has been like researching and studying, and if there are any projects on the horizon or currently that are maybe like under wraps to know a little bit more about. And then as far as Serenity goes, after talking to Mr. Diverse and Flexible, it seems like Serenity might be, you know, someone to talk to get more details on that.
Let
Ivy get the details first.
Yes, sis. Yes, sis. Get it. Go.
Do me a favor and roll me for your premonition.
Yes, I will do that.
Because I want to see how this goes. Because am
I rolling 1, or like how many do you think
1.
would make sense?
2 is what I'm going to go for, but I want to see where your 1 goes.
Okay.
Because your 1 might make it so you don't need to.
So 3, okay. Right, let's do that. Nope. A resolve.
I'm not really going to do too much with the hunger in this particular case because we're skipping 4 days. We're going to give you a chance to eat. Okay, so
5 successes.
Yeah, that is a.
Oh wait, do I need to do a rouse
crit.
check? I might need to do a rouse check. I think I do need to do a rouse check.
Didn't you?
You did. Both were successes.
Yeah. So that is actually, this is so fucking weird. That is going to be 7
I'm hungry.
successes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because it crit, and then there's 1, 2,
Okay.
3 more successes. Yeah. Yeah. So you would not have needed to for these. So Aurelio, you are concentrating on this group, trying to figure out who or what they are about, what is different about them. And there's a weird moment where you see, almost like if you're looking in VR goggles and you see the same person, but the image is split in one eye and another eye, and you're seeing diverging timelines essentially. You see Serenity arguing with her sire, like in a fight club. You see Ari having a conversation with Snake Eyes on South Street and awkwardly flirting. You see Katura in a situation in a place that you don't understand. There's like flesh and meat tunnels and a weird thing. And then you see the Katura of this timeline, who is like running a club. You've met her. You see, and you see these bouncing sort of diverging timelines, different things happening at the exact same time. And then you see Delroy's turn to Ari's on a sign. And you see yourself and Mingo with this group at the end, fighting back to back with the rest of this group against what seems to be insurmountable odds of vampires. And the vision ends.
Okay.
Cue the breathing exercises.
I imagine that I might be inducing this premonition in my library, in a private space within my library.
Mhm.
And so I imagine as soon as that happens, I don't know if vampires have nosebleeds. I don't know that I would have a nosebleed, but I feel like it definitely have some kind of like vampire headache, kindred headache or whatever.
Oh yeah, you might have passed out, fainted, whatever, something. This would have had an effect on you. Yeah. You'd have had Mingo feeding you blood so you can wake back up.
Yeah. I'm trying to think through. So I think I would have used some of this time. This would not have been the following night. The following night I would have gone to church, but if there was time after that, I would have if I induced a premonition after that, I would have maybe done some digging around in my library to see if there's anything of the sort that could explain what the hell I just saw. I don't know that I would want to approach this group with this information just yet. But it kind of it strengthens this notion that I have that there's a scent, a trail worth following here, and maybe this is the reason why I felt drawn to this group, to learn, to figure out like there are so many tales, so many lives, so many experiences here that I can't make sense of this. Like, was someone trying to use some kind of ability on me and is like trying to confuse me from figuring out what's going on here? Is someone trying to like throw me off the trail and dissuade me from getting to know this group? I've never experienced anything like this before, and so that in itself with my own drive and like my striving for perfection, that was a very imperfect premonition, and so I feel like I want to resolve that, whether that's researching information within any books within this library, and if it yields nothing, then I'm even more interested in hanging out with this group
Yeah,
to
I think
figure out what's going on.
that yeah, that would make sense that you would dig in and try to find out something to tell you why you're seeing two different lifetimes. But the more you dig, the less you find. None of this makes sense. Like it and nothing that you're finding is helping it to make sense.
So then I would make notes of everything that I observed in my own little special notebook, not the one that I carry with me all the time, but I would definitely make note of that to make sure that that's not lost.
Okay,
and secure it.
cool. In this same sort of timeline, an odd thing would have happened for you, Serenity. Yeah, you would have been, I guess, home after meeting up with Katura and Ari, and you notice that your door is unlocked when you get home.
Okay. Serenity immediately's got her blade out, like, what the fuck? And starts slowly approaching and doing the military style, like looking in all the rooms, like, no, I'm not, don't jump scare me now, I got a knife.
You can hear the TV on.
Okay. Okay, I put it away and I walk in the room.
And there's a girl sitting on your couch.
Hi.
What's up?
How are you?
Thirsty?
Just looking at her.
You slipping,
Okay.
boss. Like,
At that I feel like Ray would pick it up and be like, oh shit, other me had a goal. Oh Lord. At the word boss, you'd be like, oh no, I understand what's going on. Right, okay. And I go close the door and what you need? How much? I mean,
what? Why are you asking really stupid ass questions? I mean,
what do you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Let's just put it that way.
You acting real fucking weird.
Okay. You know what? You might be the one person I can say this to. And I'm going to sound very fucking crazy. And I'm just going to ask you to ride with me on this one.
Well, I know you're fucking loco. Like, that's not new. But, like...
Okay, let me rephrase. Would you believe me if I said Tremere bullshit led to time travel and I'm not the Serenity you know? Would you believe me if I said that? What I thought.
You trying to troll me? You watched some TikToks or something and then you got inspired?
No. I'm not lying to you.
And she gets up off the couch, sits the remote down. It's like, I remember it there. She comes up to you. She looks you in the face.
Who the fuck Kelvin is, but he showed up. So can someone explain to me what the hell I'm in?
And she's like, what's wrong with you? Like, what have you been doing?
Okay. Again, I repeat, I need you to just stick with me on this. The Philly I remember is not this Philly. The Philly I remember was currently being eaten by a Methuselah, and we had to time travel into a ley line portal to try to fix the shenanigan fuckery that happened in that timeline. Tried to go back to that timeline when that was all said and done. The portal got blown up, destroying the Methuselah. We end up in the next nearest timeline, and now we're here. I'm not kidding you. I promise you I'm not. But I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay. First things first.
Apparently I'm not dead.
If you're not Who?
Your Serenity.
Just
I don't know what happened to the other one. I literally spawned it.
cut open your hand.
Okay. And I do it.
And she takes her hand and drinks from it.
Okay.
And you're going to take 2 hunger.
Oh boy. Okay, I mean, I'll have blood later. It's fine. I'll have time to eat.
Before she kind of finally, reluctantly pulls away. And then she's like, oh shit, you're not her.
I told you. I literally, the dude, the Kelvin, the dude just showed up and he was like, what the fuck you mean you don't know what we're talking about? And I'm like,
Kelvin's
I can't tell you.
Fucking piece of shit. But like, okay, this is going to be weird. Because like,
you're going to have to tell me what I know, who I know, all this other stuff. But you seem cool. So I'm happy that you're here at least.
how the fuck you know if I'm cool or not?
I don't know, but you look cool.
You definitely ain't my Serenity.
Yeah. I didn't have a house. I didn't have a motorcycle. My family thought I was dead. Camarilla.
We have to catch you up and make you like.
Yeah, I gotta fake it till I make it. So I'm gonna need your help with that.
Yeah, they're gonna eat you up because you are soft.
Well, pain's a good motivator. Let's get it going. Tell me what's going on. And what the hell am I helping Kelvin with?
Taking down the Camarilla.
Okay, but what? Okay, which I'm fine with doing that anyway, because fuck the Camarilla, but that never changed. But okay.
And she's like, okay. And then you look, and I guess like in a movie scene, it sort of pans out as y'all start to talk. Mm-hmm. And you see on the TV that is Into the Spider-Verse is on the screen, which is serendipitous. Mm-hmm. And we bounce over to Ari, because this is inevitable that we speak with Ari, because Ari is probably having the hardest time with all of this. Because over this period of time, Ari, eventually. Yeah, you've gotten calls and texts. Like, hey, I love you. Are you good? Just checking in, yada, yada, yada.
Fuck.
Do you want me to bring you back home something to eat? You haven't been to the lab in a while. That's weird. Are you sure you're okay?
I think at some point I would probably just say, can you come get me at the bodega?
Okay.
Because I don't know where fucking home is. Like, I'm sure it's on my license, but at this point, I'm there. There are no thoughts. It is just panic.
And he's like, yeah, when, where, like, when?
When now? When you have a second now.
And he's like, I'm on my way. And I'll add that he looks like Snake Eyes from the timeline you've seen. But when he pulls up, he's not riding his motorcycle.
That's disappointing.
He is actually in a van.
Please tell me it's because the dogs are in there, because that's acceptable.
There's no dogs in there, at least not that you hear.
Do not tell me this man's driving a minivan. Do not tell me.
I hope so.
It is more like, not like a minivan, but like one of those fucking, 3-row long vans. Like the bus type Van.
Okay, that's a little more acceptable. It's like, no way, this man's a suburban man.
I made him into a house mouse.
But he is like, and just like a flannel button up, rolled up jeans, a pair of old boots, looks of it. And he's like, he gets there and he's like, comes out of the car and he sees you and he like hugs you and he's like, hey babe, you okay?
Big hug just for a second, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
I'm once again in all black. The second I can get out of color, I'm back in all black and gray.
He looks at you weird when he sees you, but he doesn't say anything. And then he drives you home. And your home is the same home that you had in University City. He takes you there, puts the van in the parking garage, and he's like, you sure you're okay? You look different.
You're not wrong. We should talk upstairs. And yeah.
And he walks into the house, and as soon as he walks into the house, you go to walk in behind him, and you feel it as soon as you get close to the door. You know that if you walk any further, it is going to set you alight. This place is warded. And looks back at you like, hey, what's wrong?
I will walk just slightly closer and just start seeing like smoke. And I'll just take a step back.
What the shit? He like goes over next to the door. You just see him grab something real quick, and he's pointing a shotgun at you. Who the fuck are you? What have you done with her?
I don't know.
That is not an acceptable answer.
I'll just start walking away.
It's like, where the fuck are you going? Why are you wearing Ari skin?
Don't know. In my time, there's a reason I want to talk to you inside, because it's going to sound crazy as shit. And I prefer not to be crazy in public. But I'll apparently catch on flames if I go in there. So, since we're doing this in the hallway.
Fucking come on. And he grabs your hand. And he walks in, and you can come in with him. What do you tell him, Ari?
I tell him the truth. I'm like, look, you and I had just started seeing each other in my timeline. We got bounced, got a stupid fucking job from a stupid fucking prince, went to the fucking future, which was a goddamn mess, tried going back to my goddamn timeline. Trust me, if I could give you your Ari back, I would, and I'm gonna try and figure out how the hell to do that. But right now, You have my broken ass.
And he tells you a bunch of stuff that seems sort of different than the Snake Eyes that you knew. He was a hound in the Camarilla in Chicago for a long time. He actually left because of the whole bringing in the La Sombra thing, and he accidentally ran into you once he ended up in Philly. He did not know you were a La Sombra, and y'all sort of hit it off, which sort of changed his perspective. And
Surprise.
the thing that really drew him to you was your refusal to kill your sire in order to join the Camarilla.
Ooh.
Like, you staunchly refused, which almost got you killed a few times, but you were too valuable. They couldn't let you go after the Second Inquisition had a bit of a tiff with you all. And a bunch of vampires, both Camarilla, Anarch, and unaffiliated, all got caught up in the crossfire, and you helped them to heal. And since then, he has been staunchly in support of you. And trying to keep his humanity intact by not being a hound anymore and by not getting into a bunch of wars. He's actually gotten really fucking good at making Lego sets, though. There are tons of them around your house.
Cool with that.
And y'all have 5 dogs and several other animals.
Yeah, that's pretty perfect. Yeah. Yeah, no. And I tell him, a little bit about my timeline, Snake Eyes. Absolutely. Second in command, Anarch, a fucking
Juanita.
hooligan. A fucking hooligan.
Who eventually joins the Camarilla.
Yeah, who eventually joins the Camarilla.
As the gangrel.
And is still a bit of a fucking hooligan.
Excellent.
Like, hey, I didn't
The
get shot.
one interesting thing about all of this is that he seems to accept this almost no questions asked. He believes you, essentially.
That's good, at least.
But he looks hella confused.
That makes 2 of us. So I'm not even mad about it. We should, and I will say, I know where this portal was. We should take a drive over there. I just want to see if it's still there. The stone one that we went through initially.
Okay.
Because I remember Oscar saying he blew it up in our timeline, but that doesn't mean it's not necessarily here.
And it could lead somewhere else. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Just fuck it. Why not?
Katura. What have you been into? Because you have gotten some text messages from TJ along the lines, are we meeting at the regular spot? My calendar's free.
Welcome to me early game.
See you at
Oh, wow.
Elysium? Question mark?
Okay. Well, I want to keep trying to oh god. There's part of her that's like, yeah, I should go to keep up the facade, and then it's like, if he finds out, he gonna chop my fucking head off. I think she's curious enough to go because she just wants to see what's going on. So she just sends a winky face.
Cool. And I assume
I'm just in it for the drama.
I assume you use Marie to take you to
Yep.
the regular place. Okay. Um,
Has Marie noticed any? Is Marie suspicious of me at all?
no. But I think this is partially because you just took right to what Maria was saying. Like, you've basically been on Katura shit. Like,
Easiest for me because it's all just the same shit, but just more.
yeah, and she's actually really busy. Because this Marie is not just like your ghoul, but she's like a business partner. Like, she handles a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And she helps to keep you organized. So when you're like agreed to the prince, like if you told her, she's just like, okay.
I think what I would do is like say, Marie, do I have time on my calendar today or tonight? Because I just got a text from TJ.
She's like, I can free everything up.
Oh, you're perfect.
Are you going anywhere special or to your regular meeting place?
Yeah, regular meeting place, Elysium.
Regular meeting place or Elysium?
Oh, is that what he said?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Those are separate text messages. One was like,
oh, okay.
Because one was like not the immediate response. So he was like, then Elysium? Like,
oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so I responded yes to the Elysium one. So yeah, take me to Elysium. It's neutral ground there, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great.
And she's like, okay. And she drives you, and it's literally like 3 blocks away.
Well, I can't walk. Come on.
And you end up at a tall building. And you're escorted to an elevator that takes you to the top floor, the observation deck, essentially.
I think I would take before
please.
I go in, I would like take a picture of like the outside building and send it to Serenity. Like, this is Elysium now. Just FYI. Also meeting the prince. LOL.
So I would immediately send a thumbs up and like, I mean, that's a really random place to Netflix and chill, but do you, I guess.
It's neutral ground. I don't want to get my head chopped off.
Be careful with playing with fire. Is all I'm saying.
And when you get up there is, you've seen this place before. It's a Liberty observation deck. It's not large. This Elysium, you almost think of it as like, it is very intentionally picked to make sure that all the kindred are basically stacked on top of each other, and that if they do something dangerous, it is clearly in view of someone. And if they do something stupid, you go flying out of a window and down, hundreds of feet.
Okay.
And when you get in there is just Tyreek and a little dinner table set up.
Oh my god. So cute. Okay.
And then there's a small couch. And it looks like a projector is in
Oh my
here
God.
with a like a roll down screen.
Okay. This is nice.
What are you wearing?
Something skimpy. Probably like
Excellent.
just a little black dress. Simple, but
And he looks like he was wearing a suit, 3-piece button-up vest, all black. But now he's just down to just the shirt, the vest, shirt's open, no tie. And there are flowers on the table. He was like, I wasn't sure if you would be hungry or if you just wanted to, watch a film with me.
we can do both. I have time.
And he's like, he kind of looks you up and down, almost hungry looking. And he's like, we have the space to ourselves. There are other things we can do.
Like I said, I have time. I had Marie clear my calendar.
Why did it take you so long to respond to me? Normally, you're like instantly on it.
Oh, I was just on an important call.
I can understand important calls.
I'm sure you can.
Sit with me.
Fuck me. Okay, yeah, I'll sit.
And shortly thereafter, like it was like almost like you sit down and like seconds later someone's there with like a carafe of blood for you to drink from and a couple of wine glasses. He's like, it's hard to be Prince. I didn't want this job, but here we are. And things keep getting more and more complicated. I need to know something before this goes any further tonight. Are you planning on trying to kill me?
No. What makes you say that?
And roll me a wits and insight or charisma and insight.
Okay. I'll do my charisma. First roll 20. There we go. I'm gonna roll willpower.
Yeah,
Spend willpower.
that you can reroll. 4 successes. Yeah, I'd say that what you notice is that when you say no, he almost looks disappointed.
Do you want me to try to kill you?
No, I'm just surprised
Why?
because I figured you'd be right along with your coterie mate, Serenity. I know she's planning something.
I think you and I have spent enough time together for you to know me, I think. I'm not. Let me be frank. Do I
Hello,
play?
Frank, I'm Tyreek.
Oh my god. She loves that. Look. You know me. I will play the games to get by if I need to, but I don't like to waste my own time. I wouldn't waste my time doing all of this with you if I was just going to kill you. Is there a reason why I would kill you?
Because I enforce the rules. And I have a feeling that you and your friends don't necessarily like rules all that much.
I mean, that's probably the first thing you learned about me, isn't it?
I don't know about the first. And then just goes, you know what? Let's skip the movie.
Okay.
And we fade to
Fade
black.
to black.
Damn, Katura got game.
I'm redacted
know.
years old. Of course I got game.
I know,
Redacted
but I like
years
seeing
old.
it play out. And yeah, anyway.
So, we jump to a couple days ahead, and I'm gonna need everybody. You can say you all drank. Start at 1 hunger. If you have damage or anything on your health track, you can clear those. And I do need everyone to start me with a rouse check.
And they said route checks.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a new
Which
night.
I had a question. With that
Shoot.
little downtime, would we have had time for inner PC conversations? Because I did want to have one with Ari if we have the time for it.
Sure.
Okay. And I probably would have asked Ari to meet me at the bodega in private, no Katura, no anybody else.
Pass.
Because this is
Katura,
talking about
pass for
something that would happen
Serenity.
before Katura was there.
Sure.
Which, when we get there, Serenity would sit down with Ari, probably in the office. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh.
Ari, let me out. I need to feed. You need to feed. You are a monster, Ari, and you know it. Deep down in what is ever left of your soul. Embrace the monster, Ari. Relia passes.
I don't remember. I didn't even look at my result. Hold on.
Excellent. All right. Well, whatever you wanted to talk about, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay. So Serenity would probably just sit with you like, okay. So I believe in having these conversations where you can have a breakdown without danger of anyone fucking with you. So I am going to ask about your thoughts, because we didn't even really get into it while we were there because we're trying to survive, on the other you saw, and now the other you are now dealing with, and where the hell your headspace is at beyond panic. Because if I know you well, I've known you longer than any of these people. I know that your brain's going 1,000 miles a minute. And I'd rather we have this conversation now than we find out about it later.
Guilty. Which is
I'm not surprised.
Gross feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not for the murder. The murder's fine. Not for the crimes against humanity. That.
No, I figured that part too. You feel guilty. I'm assuming. Did you talk to the new husband?
Yeah.
That explains that.
Yeah. This person had a life.
And it's gone. Yeah.
But, and it's not just that. Anita?
Not here.
No, but our Anita still exists. Our Anita is still trapped in our timeline with fucking what's-her-face in her head.
I what are you proposing? Then we go back and try to fix that?
I'm not proposing anything. I'm just saying, these things all suck.
Yeah, that's fair for it to suck. And I'm not. Why does it not surprise me that you're not sorry for the crimes against humanity? Why the fuck does that not surprise me?
I didn't do them.
No, but you have no. But the problem I have with that is not that. The problem I have with that is you have the capability of doing those things, and I cannot seem to figure out a way to keep your chaotic tendencies and your curiosity tendencies from being the death of you.
I have that figured out already. That's fine.
No, I know, but that's not the problem. I don't want a repeat of, we gotta go unleash werewolves on Elysium because Lord the Impaler told us to go fuck up Elysium because you wanted his powers, so you didn't tell us you got at the beginning.
I didn't have his powers yet, and that was mostly to get my ass out of trouble.
Right, then why no.
I mean, yes, I eventually got powers from it. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying.
I'm also saying that how the hell was I the last to... Not only was I the last to know, I found out via Al being in a freezer in your living room.
Yeah, that was a problem.
And we didn't even talk about it after we fucking burned him in an incinerator. We didn't talk about it.
To be fair,
Paco's just wandering around y'all in this scene, just kind of nodding his head at times where he thinks he's agreeing, and then if a bird could cross its arms, just be like, nah, you bullshitting.
Sassed by a peacock.
Yes.
Listen, I get why those things happened. What I didn't like about any of that is I was the last to know, and even then you tried to hide it from me because Delroy was the one that took the damn lid off, and he told you word for word you can't hide this from her because you tried. I'm not saying this because I'm still pissed about it. I mean, a little bit because we didn't talk about it, but that's not the reason I am saying this is because if I cannot protect you from things I don't know are coming. So if something comes up and you think you're gonna need a Bruja who can punch it or at least inform us that we might need to do something because it'll keep you safe, I want to know about it up front. I do not want another, we got to kill this guy we actually like because I got involved in some shit and I'm the last to know about it until the moment we have to do it. I don't want that again.
Okay.
I know we should probably have had that conversation a year ago, but also we were trying not to die that entire year.
It's been a long year. It's been a real long year.
Right, and that's not to say that I think you're going to go murder crazy right now. Please don't think that. And I still adore you with all my heart. Hell, the thing that freaks me out is if you start going down that path, I can't follow you. I don't know what I'm going to do at that point. And I want my Ari to stay put, so please. Okay? Shush, Zoom chat. Anyway.
Is that
I
the
love
whole
you.
combo? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And then
I
like
love
I
you.
love you.
I love you.
Yeah. And then that would be the whole combo. And I'm also trying to figure out how the fuck do I take care of a peacock? Like, what do I do with a peacock? I have a peacock now.
I mean, I could probably take him. No, you know what? I have a feeling he would be insulted if I were to finish that sentence. Never mind.
Nah, he stays with me. I have a feeling I'm the only one who's gonna want to handle it.
Yeah, as soon as I could probably take him. Paco just raises it.
Nope, and that's why I stopped. I was like, you know what? I'm done. This fucking peacock.
Sorry, just like the Paco. Okay, how do I take? I don't know how to take care of a peacock. Could someone explain to me how to take care of a peacock? Google it.
Yeah, you can find out on Google.
Okay. Then that's the whole conversation.
We go to break. I actually want to know what no, better way to put this. Aurelio, you actually get a visit from Calvin.
Is this this is diverse and flexible, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. At the where?
At the club.
Okay.
And he specifically asked for you.
I assume maybe like Ale comes over and kind of gives me the heads up, and so I think I'm like, Kelvin, who the fuck is Kelvin? I imagine Ale is like diverse and flexible. I was like, oh, and that's when I kind of start like primping up a little bit. Refresh my Baptiste beauty products applications. Do a little spritz, a little zhuzh, and make my way to. Actually, I say, no, I don't want to invite him into the office or wherever. I will go meet him out in the club.
Okay. So you find Calvin.
Oh, hello.
And he's
Fancy
at the
seeing
bar,
you here.
actually. With the drink, putting on the show, essentially. He has all up, which is very obvious because there are
So do I.
people flocking to him, and now they're like flocking to the both of you. And then when you both get together, everyone's kind of like looking at you both. Do you just sit next to him, or
yeah, I guess since we have all this attention on us, I will turn to if it's not Ale attending bar, I guess if it is Ale attending bar, I'll just say like, oh, I'll have whatever he's having and kind of wink. And I will I won't sit, but I will hover and stand and kind of say what I said, like, oh, fancy seeing you here.
He's like, yeah, I needed to see you. Like,
I know.
And he tries not to smile at that, but he does, just a little.
Did you want to take me up on this offer to share? Let me get to know you a little bit better. You and whoever else you might want to talk about.
Something like that. And it's a nice John, and I don't know. I figure I gotta like I just think about my mama sometimes, and she was like, you gotta get shit off your chest or like you explode. And like I kind of did the other day.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I hear what you're saying.
I
like
threw
you
a
did
car
really well.
through a garage.
Oh, not here the other day, but like another day. Okay. And then I will sit and listen.
So, you know,
What's happening?
I'm fucking pissed off. That's what's happening. I don't know how to control the anger. Pissed off all the fucking time. I just want to.
At what?
The world. Camarilla. Other ones of us.
I will do a quick look around and see how busy is the club right now. I'm assuming maybe he came a little earlier where it's like not as busy.
It's not too busy, but
yeah.
Once he starts talking, you can see the aura flip from awe to daunt. And people start to kind of back away. Give y'all some space.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. And I take a look around
to
and I
the
was like,
other end of the bar away from y'all.
Yeah. And I look around and I'm like, oh shit, like this might not be the best time for Mingo to come around. I don't see Mingo, so I think we're good.
He's just like, how do you deal with it? Like, how will you not just want to tear all these fuckers apart? You're working with a Camarilla sheriff.
I'm not working with a Camarilla sheriff. He may have been at one point, but he's not anymore. He's been good to me. I mean, I can't imagine what I'd be doing, how I would even be doing if I'd even be here without Mingo. I don't know about the history between you two, and I'd love to hear it if you're willing to share it. He hasn't been around much within the past week or so for me to even ask him myself, so you wouldn't be tainting any information that I already have. But I mean, it was obvious to anyone that was around. There was definitely some tension there, a lot of unspoken and spoken stuff. So I don't know what's going on. I try not to be involved in these things. You know, there was a point where I was all up in it. I'm done with that. I'm not interested in any of this stuff. People around me seem to be and seem to want to be. You're here. I mean, you're a baron. You can't escape politics. That's kind of why I opened this place. Kind and kindred alike that just want to get away from it all and not really have to think about those things, even if it's just temporarily.
I don't want to be no fucking baron. People just follow me.
Well, I can see why. What would you rather be doing?
I don't know anymore. It used to be so easy. Like, back when I was alive, I just do shit. Now I'm dead and I still do shit. And there's no consequences. The thing about being alive is just consequences. Deadly consequences. And at the time I do shit now, I threw a car through a garage. You know what happened? Someone went and bought me another one and made it pretend like it never happened.
That doesn't change the consequences. It paints over the consequences, but it doesn't change that they exist. That car still went through a window. That car still landed on whatever it landed on. Now, consequences for you, people might, as you're the Baron, people are going to want you to, they're going to want to pamper you. That comes with the territory. And you don't like it. They also don't want to make you mad because they know you can throw a car through a window.
It was more like a car through a parking parking garage, literally through the wall of a parking garage. I didn't actually know I was capable of that until I did it. That John
Yeah,
just was like,
yeah, that kind of makes my point even stronger. People are scared. I think you like that though. You like giving off that aura. Or at least people think that you like giving off that aura. And it has its benefits for you. And so you keep it up. But you were telling me that when you were alive, you used to do shit and it had consequences. Like what? Tell me an example of something like that and the kinds of consequences that you feel like you deserve, or like you feel like you wish you could see now, but you aren't.
and he's wearing like a long sleeve shirt, and he pulls up the shirt, and you see it like a long scar, like from like his arm all the way down to his chest. I was shot here, 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 pierced the lung. I should have been dead, but I didn't die. Know what I was doing?
What were you doing?
I robbed a money market. Why did I do it? Fuck if I know. Seemed like a good idea at the time. A little bit of bank. Go kick it with the homies. At a strip club, whatever. But instead,
How long?
I ended up in a
Mhm.
hospital for a
Yeah.
month and a half. I'm pretty sure my mama's still paying them bills.
How long ago was this?
1991.
That was a good year. Where's your mama now?
Oh, I moved her out. She's living in the Caribbean now. She got a nice place. They probably sending her bills. But she
Hey,
technically off the grid.
I'd
She don't know
love
I'm alive.
I'd love to hear more about her. Maybe next time. Feel like sounds like someone that you care about a lot, and you want to make sure it isn't forgotten.
I don't even know why I'm telling you all this.
Well, we both can do things that make us more relatable to people. Um, what can I do for you since you've come to this fine establishment that you know, you made it a point to let me know that you were diverse and flexible. I'm learning one of those things about you.
I was hoping that, you could, I don't know, like, you plan on hanging out with Serenity and like the other people in her called region, like,
They definitely made I feel like they kind of reignited interest in Genesis. So I feel like I owe them a little bit to kind of see what's going on with them. Uh, so I think possibly, yeah. I actually wanted to check in with Serenity, excuse me, so that I might have a chance to connect with you again. Um, why do you ask? Do you want me to? Do you want me not to? Like, I'm trying to. You went out of your way to come here, and you're asking me this question now. What do you know about Serenity? Are you worried about Serenity?
yeah, I am. She she's not acting the same.
I'm not gonna lie, kind of sensed a bit of that myself, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I feel like I'm getting mixed messages.
I just need, like, if you're really trying to help me with something, tell me if she really about it. Like, tell me if she really down for the cause.
Oh, I definitely get that. I mean, I feel like I've picked that up. Out of character, what I mean by that is like seeing that in the premonition. Like that was one of the things that came up. Whether or not that's this Serenity or the other one, I don't know. My or Aurelia doesn't know. But I was like, yeah, I definitely feel that. I definitely sense that. But obviously, you're not buying into it, or something's shaking you a bit, and you don't feel comfortable confronting her yourself about it. Or maybe you have, and you just don't believe it. That sounds more like what it is, huh?
You know, you give you real perspective. Did them glasses, those Jones, like make you see things better or something?
Well, you did catch me when I don't typically wear them out and about, but I was just in my office as you came in, and I will remove my glasses and kind of like tuck them into my lapel. Yeah, let's say that they do. But lately, in the words of a nondescript band, I've been looking forward to the future, but my eyesight has been going bad lately. So I can't quite make sense out of a lot of the things that I'm picking up. But that one was pretty clear. I don't know that that was something that you need to worry about. If I find anything else out, I might be able to share something with you. You're still looking to perform here sometime?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I gave you my card, didn't I?
you did.
And he pulls out another one, and he's like, he does something that you think is rude instantly, but he doesn't. Like, he doesn't think about it. He's like, "Hey, girl, you got a pen?"
Oh, he best not be talking to Ale. Ooh.
He is.
Además saca la chancla, Dios.
And she side eyes the fuck out of him.
Uh-huh.
And she
And
ignores
so
him for a second. And he kind of like,
I'll put my hand on the arm that he has up snapping and kind of, lower that a bit. Be like, mind your manners. You're not at home here.
my bad.
And I will pull a pen out of my satchel and give it to him. And put out my hand.
And he goes to write on the card, and then he sees your hand out, and then he writes his number on your hand.
And I close my fist.
And
I'll be in touch.
Hey.
I can't make any promises that it will be about Serenity, though.
And he smiles at that, and he's like, gets up out of his chair, and he says, I like the glasses. You should keep wearing them. And he strolls
Thank you
out.
for your input.
And with that, I think we're going to take a break. So we'll take a 7 to 10 minute break, and we'll be back with more Philly by Night. Stay with us. We got to run an ad, and we'll see y'all soon. God damn it. I got to get a new mouse.
Put it on your wish list.
Level up, level up, level up, level up.
And we're back. Welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by Night, a Rolling These 20's John. And we're back with this wonderful coterie of people who have, well, we've made this game a little bit more horny than it was before. And I'm okay with that. Personally.
A little horny and never going to kill anybody. It's okay, a little bit. Just a little.
So, we left off. We had been in Aurelio's club with Aurelio talking to Kelvin, or Diverse and Flexible, as Aurelio likes to know him as. And you all of you, are going to receive a text message from James. James is the thin blood Baron.
Right, the one in Morgana's territory.
The one that we met. Okay, yeah.
Yes. And he's like, the text message is basically, I need help. Something really has gone wrong. Please come see me at the rec center.
Serenity will immediately weapon up at that point. Like, nah.
Yeah, I grab my little gun or whatever.
Yeah, I'll get on the bike and go get Ari.
My purse gun.
A couple of guns, but for the most part, it's or stab or her fist.
I would say, I don't know how long this is going to last. So I would ask Mingo to kind of keep an eye on the club and maybe ask Ale if Ale would accompany me.
Okay. Yeah. Not a problem. Serenity, do you bring Gabriella?
Yeah, I bring Gabriella because we got to figure shit out together. So let's do it. Gabriella's on the bike with me.
So you're gonna have Gabriella and Ari on the bike with you? Because
Well,
you said you're gonna
I'm
go
going
pick
on the. This is true. I'm just gonna go over to the bodega. Let Ari know what's going on, and then if she wants to ride with us, we'll figure something fucking out.
Question for Ari. Ari, have you been living at your house? Because you can now go through the wards.
Yay. As incredibly awkward as it would be at first, yes, I would probably stay at the house.
It is awkward, but
yeah.
Snake Eyes has been very kind to you. And he has
I look like his wife.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, I would absolutely also ask him to take me to the fucking lab. You mentioned I haven't been to the lab. I should go check on the lab. Leaving these whatever's going on in the lab by itself is probably a bad idea.
Honestly, your lab is not that different than it was when you last left this place, like in the other timeline. The only caveat to this for your lab is you've apparently been doing not necessarily experiments on people, but you have been learning about, basically what you're learning about is cloning and skin grafting. So you do have some pigs.
Okay. Huh. Okay.
And your pigs are actually kept in the tunnels that, yes, you know which ones, that you once used to traverse with one Tomas, Vlad the Impaler, or Dracula.
And
they
I
are
will
yours now.
I will straight up ask Snake Eyes. I don't know anybody named Tomas, do I?
He goes, who?
Okay, good. That's good. We don't know Dracula in this timeline. That's important.
He giggles at that. Wait, seriously?
Yes.
You,
Yes.
Dracula's real?
Oh, yes.
He looks a little like a schoolboy because he looks really excited to ask you. It's like, so, okay, just one question.
Shoot.
What clan?
Zimishe.
No
However the fuck you say
way.
it. Yeah. Yeah. It's real cool. It's real cool. It's real fucking cool.
So he could really turn into a bat?
Yeah. Yeah. Mina's real too. Super sweet. Super sweet. I could never tell if she wanted to kill him. Super sweet though.
I wonder if that means Van Helsing's real too.
It wouldn't surprise me. I didn't ask. I felt like that would be a faux pas. But
Yeah, I wouldn't have asked Dracula that either. That would have been.
I felt like that would have been weird.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. It was always nice to be able to say that I was friends with this person and have people just give me fucking a chance to run, honestly, when that came up. So, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's really kind of creepy too.
Like I said, it gave me a chance to get the hell out of Dodge when it was necessary. Yeah.
You know, this timeline's my Ori. She never told me how she learned how to fleshcraft. She didn't really let me down the lab either.
Oh, please come down. It's cool as shit down here. I mean, if you're interested, it gets weird. It gets weird.
Yeah, and I imagine you show him the lab.
Yeah.
He's been handling feeding the pigs. He knows about the tunnels. He just didn't know about like what was in your lab because it is
know what the fuck I'm
under
doing.
multiple security measures, which apparently you knew when you got there, which was fucking weird. Like it was like passcoded, and you just.
That's uncomfortable. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, that's fine. Sarah? Like I'll look at Snake Eyes. Sarah's? We still got Sarah?
You're cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh good, okay. She made it.
You haven't talked to her recently?
It's been a weird couple days.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll call Sarah. Figuring because I still don't know. I just have one ghoul, right?
No.
How many do I have?
What's the one dude's name? The little guy.
Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry. Why are you yelling? Yes, Jerry's alive.
He murdered in my timeline.
Oh.
Brutally. It was bad. Yay, he lives.
Yeah, he's Jerry the driver. Like.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. And I'm just gonna like hug him for giving me good news and like back up, and now I'm awkward.
And he hugs you back, and then like he goes to give you a kiss on the forehead, and then he backs up too because awkward.
You're not hurt, but you're kind of hurt. But like,
I'm
I don't
sure
know how to feel.
you need to go see your friends. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take care of the pigs.
I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now just go.
He's like stupid.
And Ari is doing the equivalent of like, why would you do that? Why would you? This man don't know you. Like you just look like his wife. He don't care. What are you doing? What are you doing?
If you could look in the mirror.
So do y'all all head over to meet Jared? Or
Yes.
not?
I
Jared,
believe so, yeah.
James.
James.
Cool.
I would have probably responded asking me like, what do you mean?
Is this just a group chat? Like, did he just send it all? to us in a
Essentially,
group
it's like a group text message.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
would
we
have
all
like,
see
what the
this.
fuck?
And when you post, what do you mean, Aurelia? He goes, are you bringing the guy with the sword?
Oh, period. Sword incoming.
What the?
And you see like the
I don't-
dot of
I
someone
don't think
typing.
they would have actually said.
Oh.
Everybody's just sending a bunch of question marks. Like, what?
Aurelia, what the what?
James is just like typing, erasing, typing again, erasing.
I go to my DMs with my Serenity, and I'm like, Aurelio's a little weird, right?
So the one fucking the prince.
Hey.
Juice over here. Juice.
Don't judge.
That's definitely that was definitely
to you.
All good.
Juice,
all good.
like Juice's humor like leaking through. No, I would probably would have said not coming alone, but Mingo's
busy.
Yeah, I won't be coming with Mingo. Actually, would because Mingo would I will check to see if Mingo is included on the group chat.
No.
Fuck. I will just say it's just me, and just send that. Even though I'm coming with Ale, but whatever.
Okay. Serenity's coming, I guess. And if y'all head straight there, then you arrive. And you see this blonde-haired white fella, and he's like, okay, look, oh shit. We should come to my office.
Okay. And I follow into his office.
And
separately, if I can just interject, when that exchange was happening, I would have, once I got to the location, I would have dropped a pin to Mingo.
Okay. For sure. And he takes you to what looks like a little coach's office. It's like multiple little desks in here. And it looks like there's a few different like coaches sort of things. There's like random fucking trophies from forever ago, that sort of thing. And he's like, okay, look, so I think I might have fucked up a lot. And
how?
I just so you know that one lady who was buying up all the stuff?
Morgana Lee, yeah.
Yeah, Morgana, yeah. So everything's cool on that end, at least I thought. But you know, I had to check, right? Like doing my due diligence or whatever for my like what's the right word for it? Like for a Baron constituents?
For your people.
For your people. People works.
Okay. I don't really like the political terms. It makes me feel awkward.
Yeah. Blah, blah.
But I found out that like one of the buildings that they bought, have y'all heard about the people getting stolen?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I think I found out where some of them were being taken.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's being guarded.
Could okay.
And I think they saw me. And
Mm-hmm.
Who saw you?
I also think they hacked into my like Google search history. Like
Who
I have
saw
not
you?
been a
will-
vampire
can-
that long, and so
Mhm.
I don't like
Mhm.
use a VPN or whatever. I don't really have a
Oh,
lot of security
I
stuff.
want to use compel and just tell him spit it out.
Was Morgana aiming for you now or something? Like,
Please. Roll for compel actually, because he is not immortal.
Uh,
Sorry, I messed up the captions for a minute.
Charisma. Okay, cool.
And what is the
It's charisma. You need to roll intelligence and resolve.
got it. Okay.
Four successes.
and then 5? I thought the 0 was 10. No, wait.
No,
Never mind.
that's
It's it's not actually 0
yeah.
because the way that mine looks is funky.
Yeah, like I'm used to the dice being 0, and so
And-
nah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's confusing.
And
Oh no!
as you
I think
hit him
using
with
this power made it take longer than I wanted it to.
Yeah, as you hit him with the compel, he's like, well, like, so there's a bunch of people down there. There's like 10 people, and there's 4 guards, and I think that they're taking them somewhere to like be delivered or something. I don't know where they're going, but I know they're thin bloods like me. I think they're
That's
going to get killed. I think the Camarilla is killing them.
One, breathe. I know you don't need to anymore, but it helps.
It really does.
Yeah. We all stare at Ari.
Okay. So you think it's more when you're done doing your written exercise? Was it specifically?
Okay,
Okay.
James, this is gonna have
I
to
need
be
you
your
to actually
last
talk
one,
now.
sweetie.
Okay, when you're ready.
James, focus up.
Okay. Do you think it's Morgana's people doing this? Like these are Morgana's guards or whatever the hell, or Camarilla guards, or do you know that for sure, or do you just think people are doing it?
I mean, I don't really hang out with Camarilla like that. You probably know better than me. That's why I called y'all.
Where's the building? Make that easy.
And
Where's the building?
he gives you an address. And it's basically an old abandoned firehouse that looks like it was, if you look it up on Google, it basically looks like it was being remodeled and then stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why do you think they hacked into your shit? What's weird?
So, my mouse started moving, and then I saw someone going through like my internet history, and I was like Alt F4, and nothing worked on my keyboard anymore. Because like there's some stuff in a man's browser history that you just don't want anybody to ever see. But I don't know if they were looking for that necessarily. But anyway, that's beside the point. Then they deleted all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of stuff got deleted, like a bunch of files, folders, and
What was in those files?
Contracts, like all those contracts I signed with Miss Lee.
I don't
I'd like
know.
to- Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have a feeling I know where this is going.
I want to do a quick look around and maybe use and maybe say like stop talking for a second and use sense the unseen to see if, I don't know if that would reveal anything about like bugs or the sort, but to see if there's anything around maybe supernatural that might be capturing some of this, to be like, hey,
Please
you might
do.
be digging your own grave here right now and taking us along with you.
Great right now.
Was that?
I said Oscar's techno eyes would be great right now.
Yep. Was Oscar on the group chat?
Oscar was, but you don't get any response from Oscar.
Okay. I don't
Uh,
know that I.
What the fuck else is new?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you want-
Just constantly being negged by our own coterie member.
Do you want to spend any willpower?
Yes, I do. And during my downtime, I've been spending time in my library every day, meditating over an item in my library that gives me an extra willpower point every day.
Ooh.
So I will. Is there like a maximum that I can spend, or can I, if I wanted to blow them all right now, could I?
On a single roll, no. You can only re-roll one
Okay,
once
cool.
per whatever roll you're doing with willpower.
And I always forget which of the two buttons I'm clicking. Is it just willpower or
The
reroll?
Reroll.
Just reroll.
Yeah, okay. And reroll one die.
You can re-roll 3 on that from looks of it.
Oh, you said 3. Okay, sorry. Let's ignore that one. Well,
It was a crit though.
hey.
So that brings you up to 5 successes.
Mhm.
Let me do a thing.
As I'm doing that, I'll also say, like, who else has access to your office here?
Tons of people, but no one has access to my laptop.
No one.
No, it's password locked. I do at least do that, and I usually have it with me.
Okay.
As you scan around, the first thing you notice is that this laptop that he has a weird sort of green-black aura around it.
Yeah. I imagine I'm scanning around and but I have my notebook out and I'm like sort of like taking notes, but that's kind of how I'm doing my little scan. And I'm like jotting down what I'm picking up. And you say this green black aura around this laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then on top of that, you're scanning around the room and you see what looks like a small man, cloaked, basically has a hood up, dirty looking jeans, pair of looks like old Chuck Taylor shoes. Hands look deformed, and he's kind of like hiding in a little corner by one of the desks. But you wouldn't see him without Sense the Unseen.
Stop talking now. And I would like to also. Ooh, I have some options here, things that I might want to do.
Ooh, options.
I'm
I love
excited.
options. I'm excited to see what all the rest of the things that Aurelio can do.
I'll try to make eye contact with Ale and kind of raise my eyebrows, kind of like be at the ready, and look in the direction of this creature and use compel again in this scene to basically say, like, reveal yourself. Charisma and dominate.
And what is their role?
Intelligence and resolve.
Got it. One moment. And you rolled 4. Okay. When you do this, you see Face look up at you under the hood, and you think this Nosferatu was embraced either like maybe late teens, early 20s, but even before he was embraced, he had to be very small, something not like dwarfism, but something else must have caused him to be this small, because he is only about 4.5 feet tall. But when you do the compel, he just stares into your eyes, and then he smiles, and you see a mouth of jagged and crooked teeth. And he waves at you, and then just starts to walk out of the room.
Okay, so out of character, they succeeded against me, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
Critical success.
Cool. So I assume everybody heard me say reveal yourself, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
So now I look like a fool.
No, Serenity.
So I will.
What
Go ahead.
or there they go. What you saw something?
Yes.
Where'd they go?
Can you point us?
Yes. And I'll point in the direction that they walked out of the room. They're heading
I
that
walk
way.
after him.
And I'll look at the at James and be like, you might want to hire different IT folks.
And as soon as you start walking towards him, Serenity, he takes off extra fast.
He doesn't become visible at any point to me?
Nope.
But I can hear like the footsteps, so like I know he's going faster.
Oh yeah, you can hear the skittering kind of.
If I can follow the sound, I will. But if at a certain point it just gets too hard to tell, and I just leave it.
It sounds really, once he first starts moving, it sounds like his because he's on all fours, which Aurelia would see. But then it just sounds like someone moving across a basketball court, like the squeaking of sneakers. And Aurelio, you see him sort of like catch a wall and just climb up it, like almost like a spider, and then out through one of those little tiny windows that they have in gyms up at the top. And he's gone.
Well, I can't punch something I can't see. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, it's okay. Don't bother. It's okay. They're gone. They're real fast and real sneaky. It makes sense that you would think that. No, I'll turn to James. Like, it makes sense that you would think that your stuff is safe. They're very good at cloaking themselves, but you had someone here this whole time.
You might not be safe here.
You're not safe here because you sold all your stuff to a shady person.
I mean,
it's not your fault. She's very convincing.
Can y'all help? Can y'all save those people?
How about we start with you first? we can go check on the building soon. But let's make sure they're not gonna immediately go kill you for knowing this shit.
Not
Do you
going
have a
to.
safe space that
He
Yeah,
makes
if
a
they-
good figurehead. He makes
Yeah.
a good figurehead. They're not gonna touch him. They might
would've-
mind fuck you a little bit, so work on that.
I-
But they're not probably going to kill you anytime soon because this shows just how well the Camarilla is working with Deanna.
Yeah, and they would have
It-
done it
it-
already.
It makes good publicity right now. You're
He
probably
kind of like cuts his eyes at
physically-
you when you say they would have done it already. It's like I'm not entirely incapable of keeping myself alive.
Oh,
I didn't say that.
I don't doubt that. True.
If you can see who's coming after you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, in theory, I can. Very situational sort of thing.
If you find somebody who knew how to do that.
Well, no. I do know how to do it. It's just
Complicated?
you. What do you know
Do we-
about thin blood alchemy?
I was just gonna ask, like, do we
And
know
he
that he's a thin blood,
walks
right?
over and he
Yeah.
closes the
Yep.
door,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Just 1 second."
I know you require a bunch of other shit to do it.
Maybe we should put this laptop also outside.
Yeah.
In
If you want, you
fucking
can just
water.
smash it. Yeah, you know what?
Don't smash it.
Well,
At least want to take the hard drive out of it.
okay, fine. You just want me to toss it outside? We can do that.
Shut it down.
Yeah, it's off, and he sticks it outside the door. He's like,
What do we know?
Carrie,
What do I know?
I know what you do with laptops. Don't fucking touch this one. Last time it was really sticky, and I don't like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we get to the point, please?
Yeah, can we focus? Focus.
Focus up. Right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know a little bit of thin blood alchemy, but like to do some of the more advanced shit, like you need bodies,
Mhm.
You need blood.
Mm-hmm.
blood, bodies, fingers, hair, lots of different stuff.
You need sympathetic ingredients in order to make it work. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you know a little bit of something about arts and crafts.
And I'll look over at Miss Baptiste as she says that, and I'll be like, oh, okay.
I won't say that I've dabbled in blood sorcery, but I've never mind.
You're aware.
Yes, I know. Okay. Well, we can't really supply you with bodies. Do you know where you can get bodies?
Well, I don't know that it needs the
Or
bodies.
the
I think
sympathetic
that's if
ingredients,
he-
really?
Yeah, if he wanted to do like what I just did, I think then he would need
take-
those.
Yeah.
I would need,
I think-
well, what clan are you from?
Hmm?
I assume
Who's he
you're
asking?
like he's
Who's it?
pointing at Aurelio.
Oh,
You're a Toreador, maybe?
I get confused for one quite often. I also know quite a bit about some blood sorcery.
Oh, okay.
As
You wanna... Those.
but I
Okay,
don't-
got it.
Well, hold on. I don't
I-
do this out of the neck snap, but I'm
I
like,
didn't mean to
hold
be
on.
offensive. I just
No, not offensive, but I do know like there are
Warlocks,
misconceptions.
yeah,
I just
like-
want to be.
Premier?
Yeah, but I'm not like other Tremere. I'm just kidding.
Right. There's a bunch of
Um,
separate factions within the Tremere. All I fucking know. I get them all confused.
Yeah, I met some of
Yes,
the
I am
Karna
Tremere.
type. They seemed all right, I guess.
Focus up, people.
Yeah, we need to save people. I don't know when they're gonna move them.
So is this a we gotta go tonight thing? Is what you're just playing?
We at least gotta
Sooner
go
the
check
better.
it out.
Okay, fine. That
Okay.
combat
Can
I
you
do.
describe the location where they're being kept? And I would like to, if he is able to describe the location, I want to see if it matches the description, like the location that I saw in that premonition that I pulled.
Ooh.
Look at
Yes,
Lamb.
go off, juice.
So
Let
smart.
me do a
Try the
roll.
electronics, do a quick Google search on this building and see who
Right.
owns it.
I send Nasty Grave
I'm
to
already doing it.
Oscar.
He does a pretty decent job sketching out what the inside of this place looks like, as well as the basement in here as well. And that's where he says that people are. And he points out there's like a hole in the roof where it never got repaired all the way, so there is like some debris in the inside of it. But he puts it out in pretty decent detail. Like, the dude looks like he studied at least a little bit of art. He can draw pretty well.
Does it seem like what I saw?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's scary.
Like he's gonna give it all up so easy.
Storyteller laden
you know.
seeds for the future. Who knows?
Okay. Doc, are you working on something over there?
No, I know, Katura, you said you were sending nasty texts to Oscar because he's not here to help us.
Yeah.
I need to know who owns this building because
I'm already Googling it.
that's going to be
okay.
It might
first
not be
question.
might not be something that's easily Googleable.
Oh, at least we can
Googleable.
see.
I'm going to send the address and stuff to Marie and say, I need you to find out exactly who owns this building. Even though I think it's probably Morgana, but like, I want to know like exactly which of her.
That's
When
fine.
you look it
Yeah.
up,
That's all. I just want confirmation.
is owned by the Duros Corporation.
Okay. Marie, I'll send a text to Marie, like, can you please look into this?
Yeah.
Or have whoever look into it.
Marie's like,
Does
secret or not so secret? Like, how classified are we talking, basically?
Secret. Very classified, between you and me only.
And you get the sigh.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. She's like, but you know that this is all getting put off by you having me work on this.
That's fine. This is important. Some shit's going down right now.
based on the address and the description of the location that we were provided by this artiste and the people that I've spoken to and my knowledge of just like interviewing people and all of that, like, do I have any info or intel or knowledge about like other stuff related to this place that would help us?
Nah,
like,
this ain't really
the
your
equivalent of
haunt.
like a history check or research or whatever.
I mean,
Okay,
this
that's fine.
This wouldn't be an area you hung out in. I'd put it like that. So like
Yeah, but I was thinking maybe like people that I might have like interviewed or talked to might have spoken about it.
no, there's nothing particularly special about this place. It's just old, abandoned, old firehouse from way back when.
Cool.
And you said that a
Like
different
I won't even make you make a check on that. It's just not a whole lot to it.
that the company that owns it or the people that own it is not one of the ones that we know of, just kind of off the top of our head, related to Morgana.
Correct. I mean, just a cursory like Google search on this place, you'll see it on like Zillow or whatever. Because it is technically up for sale again. But you start looking at the history of this place, and it has changed hands at least a dozen times over the last 4 years.
Ari, I'll have an answer for you as soon as possible.
No, I know. I have a feeling this might be Cam, but this doesn't feel like Cam. If Cam is going to do something 9 times out of 10, they want you to know they're doing it because they can't make a fucking show out of you if nobody knows they're doing it. How am I supposed to make an example if nobody knows that you're in trouble?
We should go.
Yeah, let's go.
You're muted, Juice. Oh,
Thanks. Give a heads up to not Aurelio, that's me, Mingo, via text as well.
Okay. Do y'all send a text to Oscar as well?
Yeah.
I drop a pin and say,
Okay.
pull
Get
up,
here,
motherfucker. Where the fuck are you? Why do you keep disappearing? This is getting really annoying. We have to have a group. We have to have a family meeting about this.
And
Yes.
James is like, okay, one second. I gotta do a thing. And he like he starts searching around the office. He's like opening drawers and stuff. He's like, where the fuck did I put it? And closing drawers. And then he's like, you know, the stand in the place thing where you're like trying to remember where you were and where you put something and just turn around in a circle. He does that thing. And then he sees like a duffel bag and he's, oh shit, I brought that today. And he goes over to the duffel bag and he pulls out 3 little vials. And he's like, shalom. And corks, tosses them all back. He's like, okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Are they labeled by chance?
No.
Damn.
But they do look like blood.
Yeah.
Then
I
blood
figured.
shit.
I was like, what powers are those?
Okay, guess
Anyway.
we're about to find out.
We're gonna find out. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. So you make your way over to this place. And it's not far from the rec center. Just a few blocks. And as soon as you hit basically the corner of the street that this place is on, you see, you know, 2 men standing out in front of it. One of them is smoking. The other is like just kind of like pacing outside of it. Give me a wits and awareness roll, everyone. Because you can only see the front of this place from where you're coming. But you might be able to see some other things. Also, this would be a switch of scenes because you're not still in the other building and you're going towards combat or drama or whatever. However y'all decide to handle this.
Could I also implement Sense the Unseen?
You absolutely can. Make that roll.
Oh, willpower
do
that.
Both.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Sorry, I'm like scrolling through these as I
Are
see
you
what's up.
fucking 1 total?
Serenity, you don't notice nothing. You
I
see,
figured.
You see guards.
Yeah.
That's 5 successes for Aurelio on wit and awareness and 4 successes on Sense the Unseen.
I got 5 successes on wits and awareness.
I got a messy crit.
Always the wits and awareness checks.
Cool. So let's go around. For Aurelio, First off, the first thing you notice is that looking at their jackets, you definitely know they're packing heat of some sort. You can't necessarily make out what weapon they're carrying, but they definitely have the walk of people who have weapons on their person. Second off, let's see, because these are how many did you get on your aspects?
4.
You see another person up top of the roof of this place. They are cloaked from normal eyes.
I will, I guess, point that out to the group and probably use this time to also ask, like, can anybody else do this?
Invisible? Fortunately not.
Okay, we have another.
No.
We got company just like we did before. They're a little higher up. They're watching us, and everybody around this joint is locked and loaded and ready to go.
Great. Can't wait.
I'll give Ale that look again, like, get ready.
And how are y'all planning on approaching this place?
If one of us caught a distraction, at least the others could probably take a couple out before moving forward.
If you say that out loud, you look back behind you and you see James now looks like a small, very pretty blonde woman with large breasts.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I was gonna do something similar.
Are we Naruto right now?
I was about to go there with just tits out.
I don't know if Tyreek would like that.
You're famous looking though, so that might not be wise.
Yeah, but distract. Well, not actual tits out. Come on.
No, I'm not talking about the tits out. Have the tits out. I'm saying they might notice you're you. Not that the tits were not the problem.
Okay, good.
I'm making a joke, but yeah, that's
because they are amazing.
And he's like,
I believe you.
Do you think this will work?
Oh my god.
Depends on how horny they are. I don't know.
I mean, I have something that could. What is the light and shadow like on this block? Street lights, stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
I've got something I've been wanting to try. I feel like this person could do, but it could get real awkward real quick. So maybe I won't wait. I'll wait till we're not in a car.
Okay.
Oh, we walked.
Oh, did we walk?
I don't know.
It was right by the rec center.
We walked.
Yeah, we walked.
Yeah.
We're literally probably just hiding around a building.
It's like a 10-minute walk from where y'all were. It made sense to walk from where you were.
I could offer that I can try and provide a distraction, and just, it's not infallible, but I might be able to kind of get their attention on me at least for a little while, maybe like an hour. Wow, an hour.
Never mind then. Wow.
I mean, you want to take James? I don't know.
Maybe let's save this for if we need it for later, because I feel like we've already done. I don't want the people who've already done stuff out of character. I don't want the people who've already done stuff to have it go to waste. So I'll save that for if we need a distraction.
That's fine.
Okay. Let's try it. I say to James, and it's because we're here, and if it goes wrong, presumably we'll have his back. So
sure.
I could definitely get him out of there.
Yeah. Let's try it.
Try it. What's the worst that can happen?
Wait, so what exactly is the plan? He's walking over there, tits forward, and then we are what?
Stealthing. My plan was to get all of us who can fight to stealth around and try to knock out it with all the guards up front without hopefully tipping anybody off.
How far are we from these people?
This is a good point.
You're probably, I don't know, maybe 500 feet.
That's
not far.
I was about to say, I'm like, do I feel like being a nightmare creature?
You could.
I'm too far right now. Once we get closer, I could be a nightmare creature.
Well, you can come in. 3 of us can some. You can somewhat fight, can't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Now you can. Damn it! I thought you were working on that. Anyway.
Anybody who gets close to me will kill me.
James,
I need to be.
This feels so awkward. Like my back is hurting already. Like how
Welcome to our world. Go.
Oh my god, cry more about it.
Okay, let's go.
What
So to
we
confirm
doing?
out of character,
Are we
is that what we're-
stealthing?
that is the question I'm asking. Did we all agree to the plan?
I agreed. We're stealthing in, right?
There's
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that's
man.
what I thought.
Or
I'll go
attempting
ahead
to.
and I'll pop Shadow Cloak and I'll give myself my +2 to stealth rolls.
And James is like, well, this isn't very stealthy.
Oh, I don't have anything.
He's like wearing like a fucking pink crop
Why did I
top
say that?
and booty shorts.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think for those of us who aren't, I thought,
I looked at my
Were
own
you-
stats.
were you
I'm terrible at that.
were you doing that as
Oh,
a
okay.
distraction? Did you want to like offer
Yeah, I
yourself
thought
as
I could
like a
just like,
distraction?
flirt or whatever and be like,
my
hi.
So can you do that while we stealth around?
I,
Yeah,
as a
like, if-
player, want this to happen.
No, yeah. James will still be a distraction, but instead
Sure.
of maybe knocking the first guards out, we just try to get a way in.
I assumed that's what was happening.
Right. I just realized that my
going-
stealth is awful.
And James kind of like walks off and he's trying to like switch, but it's really bad.
Oh god.
God, a white man. Okay.
no.
He's like,
Just say
Oh my
you're drunk.
god.
Just say
Literally
Why?
no. Oh my god.
We'll come back. Let's just get going.
I think I saw somebody like that dancing exactly like that at your club the other night already. It was wild.
you can look at James and tell
Yeah.
that he cannot dance. Like he just has the look of someone who's like, I do the Carlton and I think I've done some shit.
Yeah, I'd be
This
like, you know
this
what,
man
like,
has
so-
big Ted Lasso vibes.
It's,
I haven't
it's-
watched that show yet. But
I know who you're talking about. You know, Sybil can't dance, but she tips well, so we keep her around.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And so he walks up, and let me see what I roll.
Oh
Because
Lord.
I even rouse his charisma because he does not have a high charisma stat.
Oh,
While
good.
this is happening, I'm gonna heighten my senses. I think I have to.
Which
rouse
I
for
will
that.
probably have Gabriella go like secret cover him somehow. Like if this goes shit when they go to aim at him, like shoot back.
Oh yeah, I take out my gun.
No, yeah, like I mean, sorry, you don't need guns to just have.
Oh Lord.
Mhm.
I gotta get close enough to punch him though.
And they will take. Okay, so it looks like James is doing a pretty decent job, actually. Though the one upstairs, Aurelia, that you can see
Mhm.
is sort of watching the block. He does not seem to be as distractible.
Okay. I'll convey that to those who stayed behind with me, or if I'm walking with folks. We might be able to get past almost everyone, but
Put the guy on the roof.
this fucking gargoyle is got their eye trained on everything.
Ari, can you use your shadow arm system to teleport people in? Or like you said you could get people out. What do you mean by that?
In
Like-
theory, so I think because I haven't used it before and it's probably very uncomfortable for the person. I think if I can see a person and their shadow, I can make them come to me.
Can you use it in reverse?
No, I cannot make them go away from me. But if I am
Okay.
someplace and I want someone to come to me, then in theory, that could work.
Aurelia, can you see if the guard on the roof has a shadow, or how far away do you have to be? How close do you have to be to do this?
They're using shadow to cloak themselves, so I don't
He's
know.
basically
It might
staying
not.
in the dark.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't know how far the range is on her thing.
Well, if they're,
I think it's
the thing
just
is,
as long as I can see them.
if they're
You can't
in
see
the
'em.
dark, if they're in the dark, they're not casting a shadow.
Yeah,
That is
fair point.
correct.
Okay. Then I guess the only way around it is hope they don't see us. Unless we want to just go guns blazing at this point while they're distracted.
Yeah, I think we need to do the best that we can and then deal with whatever comes our way if something does come our way.
Yeah, we're in analysis paralysis. We gotta go. Okay.
You hear James playing on his phone. What is it? Dip it low.
Oh Lord.
Oh my
Dip
God,
it
what
low,
year is
bring
it?
it up slow.
God,
Yeah.
middle school me is
And
going
he's-
off. It's like
He's
banger.
trying to pop that thing, but it's the
It-
people are distracted at this point because this is fucking funny.
Okay. Yeah, let's just start stealthing around, and I will actually probably rouse to add to my dexterity because I have nothing inside.
Yeah. Oh, what's my dex? Okay.
I have like 2 decks. I don't have anything in stealth, which you think I would have remembered to do that, but I did not. I need to-
When you
Please
when you
roll me
rouse
those stealth checks.
When you rouse, how many dice does that add?
2.
and I
Okay,
gain
great.
1.
I'm
at 2.
gonna rouse for dex, I guess.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Shadow Cloak.
That's gonna add +2 to your dice roll.
Yep.
Your dice pool. So do that. You can also rouse on top of that if you would like to.
Is that for does that depend on our
Ooh,
generation? Like
that's a
how
crit.
many a rouse gives us?
If you have
It 2 for me.
if you have at least 1 blood potency, then you get 2 dice.
Wow.
Fuck.
Okay, we're gonna re-roll that nonsense.
2.
87 dice and 1. Let's re-roll.
I'm doing group checks for them, and y'all need to beat a 3, except for the dude upstairs, which you would need to do a 4 to beat him. So,
Okay, I got 5.
all right.
Well, yeah.
I think it was a messy crit. Maybe. No, critical.
Oh, okay. I failed my rouse check though.
No,
But
same.
regardless of whether I pass or fail, I still get 2 dice,
You
right?
still get 2 dice.
Yes. It just means you get hungrier.
Yep.
So
Which I had 2. I failed
4
both.
successes.
Sads.
Wait, what now? That's 4, 5, because that's a crit. And then you rolled another 2, and that's 6 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Wow. Okay,
So-
Aurelio. Hi.
Aurelio
Katura and Aurelio
Katura.
are like in their heels, but like still stealthy AF.
I feel like you guys took the heels off. Just for...
No, I
Ari,
didn't.
what did you get?
You stabbed somebody with them though. It worked before.
3.
We also got these
And
clouds.
2 for Serenity. And what are your ghouls? Actually,
Yikes.
Oh, I have to roll for
ghouls matter too. If they're
Fuck, I
following.
forgot. I'm new to this. Okay.
You want me to? So, are we rolling for our goals?
Yes,
Cool.
please.
I wasn't sure if that was something that you were doing, so that's fine.
It's fine. She actually has a decent
okay.
shot.
I know. So does Ale.
She got a bigger dice pool than I do. Oh Lord.
Well,
What in the fuck?
Gabriella
You never-
passes.
Yep.
Ale does not.
I mean, she's she's not me.
Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. Your ghouls are trying to like do the almost like a out of an old cartoon where you stand behind the light pole and then kind of slide through the shadows sort of thing. And Gabriella looks like a fucking pro at this. It is like a cat moving from shadow to stay out of fucking sight. Ali, however, looks like someone who's about to like a barbarian about to fucking butcher someone.
Right. Like she's
Mhm.
always looking to start a fight. Like she ain't trying to hide from nobody.
She's just straight up Terminator running towards these dudes.
Dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum. And so they don't pass. In Serenity, I think you also just think you're being stealthy, but like you're really just walking up the street, like
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
I tried, and I'm pretty sure at least Serenity, even she realized like, nah, fuck, I'm fucking this up. Fuck, this is my idea. How the hell did I fuck this up?
Ari is somewhat successfully using shadows until like right towards the front of this place. There's a big ass street light in front of it, as well as some those floodlights that are on buildings, and catches you off. And James looks at you and he's like, you ladies want to dance? I'm still learning my moves. Do y'all know how to pop, lock, and drop it?
Oh, great. I'm calling distraction. Okay. I look at Ari like,
And he looks nervous as shit. He's like, and Ale just kind of just glares at
Drunk
him.
as hell. What is wrong with you?
And these dudes are like, are y'all like, ladies of the night? And then the other dude was like, no, they don't call them ladies of the night anymore. They call them sex workers. You got to get with progressive language, bro. But I mean, like,
in talking to them, can I tell if they're kindred or if they're human?
no.
Nope, can't tell. Okay, fine. Okay.
I mean, like, I could be down, but like, not right now. Working.
Yeah, why are you this?
Well, like, somebody broke in here recently and stole the pipes, and so we got new pipes in here, and we got to make sure that they don't do it again. Someone's paying us a lot of money to do it, so.
And I'm just like not looking around, but trying to look around without looking around to see if any of the rest of the group is doing any better.
Aurelio and Katura are out of sight.
They're gone.
Yep.
We're even holding hands. Come on.
It's an Masquerade.
And y'all basically slide right past them into the entrance while they're talking to these others who have spectacularly failed their stealth checks.
Okay.
I have an image in my head that I will share after stream
And they
of this moment.
you hear one of the those of you who are standing outside, you hear one of the guards' phone go off. And he's like, y'all gotta leave. Like,
Okay. And
back up.
I start walking toward
And
like,
one of them is like distracted by like James, and they're doing like the awkward kind of like someone's trying to grind, and someone's like doing the like awkward like spank thing.
I just grab Ari and we walk away. And I
Can
try to
I
find a
use-
way around.
Can I use the forgetful mind on myself to pretend I never
Yeah,
saw
same.
that?
Can I cloud memory myself? Let's just cloud memory.
I feel like if you do that, you're just gonna look back and it's gonna be the same thing.
And James look up at the rescuers. It's time to go. You boys know where to find me. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, Jamie. Oh yeah, I know where to find you. Mm-hmm.
Jamie.
Just like dragging Jamie along.
Bye, babes.
What are you doing?
And he's kind of like, you hear the flip flops sound, just plop, 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 as he walks away.
Well,
You're gonna have to duck behind a building, try to get around back.
that was certainly distracting.
Did it work?
Well,
Did
not
did
yeah.
anybody
It
get
did.
in?
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean,
No.
the homie up there definitely saw all that though.
I don't know why I'm wearing a
But I
thong. I
think that's
didn't
the best
know
that we
that I
can
could
manage
like
right now.
what image popped into my head, but like this is not
You
comfortable exactly. Like I feel like I have like something stuck between my butt cheeks that I can't get out.
Oh my god. Shut up.
Please stop
I mean,
complaining about being a girl. Please stop.
not always a bad thing. But you're doing great. You did the best that you could. And we'll deal with whatever comes. But that helped us make it as far
Was
as we
that
have. So
innuendo? I think that was an innuendo.
I thought you guys were in the building. We're not in the building.
Just so I'm clear, we've all converged together, right?
No.
Oh,
You're
You,
building.
you two
Aurelio
are
and
are
I-
in the
You,
building.
I was like, wait, what's
and
happening?
Aurelio and Gabriella
we're
are
still
in the
commenting.
building.
oh, I thought they had made it past all that and then got to us. My apologies.
No,
They
no,
walked
no.
away.
They left.
Because we couldn't get
There
past
really
them, so we had
wasn't
to find
much
a
they
new way
could do.
around.
Oh.
Yeah, we were gonna cause
Mm.
more issues and raise more questions if we tried staying.
So yeah,
Okay.
Serenity
I
is looking
apologize.
for a back alley that could lead to the back of the area
Okay.
or something
Um,
along those lines.
Okay. Should we wait to see if they get in, or Serenity's the one with all the muscles?
Yeah,
Doesn't
Ale
Katura
is
have
usually
four
my
guys?
my
You
backup.
have four?
So
Shh. I have muscles too, but it's just like,
What
you
is
know,
I need to pull up Gabriella.
Serenity's our Terminator. Okay.
yeah,
is true.
okay.
I need her to
okay,
come
okay.
T100 like run into the fucking building right now. Okay.
I mean, I will be telling Ari, okay, if we get up on a roof of another building and we hop into the shadow guy, we take him out first. We might be able to get in the rest of the way without problems.
There is a very clear hole through the roof in here that you can see.
Oh, I did say that. I did see that.
Now,
But I
getting
can't-
up to the hole, that is another problem entirely because it is pretty high above you.
This is one of those moments where I miss being able to telepathically communicate with my peacock.
He's fine. He's chilling.
Okay. I mean, I still have the ability. I can still be pretty convincing and pretty distracting. They've already had eyes and attention on them, though, so I think it might be harder for them to try and sneak by.
Well, I mean, you have your ways of distraction. I am a walking distraction. No powers required.
Those of you who are in the building, I'm
Okay.
gonna need another wits and awareness roll. And I am going to roll for Gabriella, actually, since I have the sheet.
Okay, because I'm not there.
Oh wait, we're with Gabriella, the three of us.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Those
are.
just the two of us. Oh, okay.
You,
okay.
Katura, Gabriella all made it in the building. Ari, me, and Ale did not make it in the building.
Understood. Ooh.
Aurelio, you would be the person to notice this. And I think to an extent, you also would, Katura, but you don't catch all of it. You just hear like a faint yelling.
I have heightened senses up. Does that
Oh.
add anything to it?
Which sense are you heightening?
Oh, I would have done like my hearing just so I can know what's like hear anything that's coming. Like that's what I was thinking of
Okay.
when I did it.
I absolutely we'll say that's, and you hear what sounds to you like a punch. That's the best you could compare the noise to, like someone getting punched or beat up. It's like, shut the fuck up. It would be so much easier if y'all just stayed quiet. The next person that says another goddamn word, I'm going to kick the shit out of them and keep their fucking head in a toilet. Do you get me? Now we're moving all of you fucks tomorrow. If you stay quiet and you don't do anything stupid, you'll all get through this alive. If you don't, well, you end up like him. And you hear the sound of maybe a hammer hitting bone, but you hear the crunch. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Oh.
Oh my God. How dare you?
This was the foreshadowing was there. You can't be surprised that anything bad happened here.
No.
No, especially when you came into the Zoom, be like, I'm gonna make something bad happen.
Did I say that?
No, but you basically implied it.
Okay, that might be true. I was like, I don't think I said that, but implied, yeah, I definitely implied. So
We're gonna keep Smash next episode. Let's get ready for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, stuff might happen. There's things that happen. There was talks of people being captured a few weeks back. Like, this is not new.
Yeah.
But y'all are getting some info about what the hell is going on. And there's a poor thin blood who is trying to protect his people, Baron James. Or Jamie.
His, Naruto moves. Sexy no jutsu.
He was doing his best.
He was, and we appreciate it, but still.
He was doing his best. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you for the raids, D'Angelo and Vancouver by Night. Appreciate y'all bringing your communities over. I'm gonna let these fine folks tell you who they are and what they're up to these days, and then we're gonna sign out and find someone to raid. So let's go back around the table in reverse order, and I believe that means we will start with Juice.
Hi, I'm Juice, no pronouns, just Juice. You can find me here on Saturdays playing Vampire at the Masquerade with these lovely folks as Tremere Aurelio Valentin. On Wednesdays playing Cyberpunk Red with these folks as our Netrunner Redacted. Starting this Thursday, you can find me on the Greater Restoration channel playing in their new Tales of Faerun D&D 5e campaign. You can follow me on Twitter at TheJuiceTM to find out more about when and where I'm live and when I'll be broadcasting on my own channel, twitch.tv/TheJuiceTM, formerly TheJuiceTM-TTV.
All those links are in the nope, this way. Yeah, that way. In the chat. Anyway, moving on. Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. You can find me in chat as NerdFriend54 and can find me at IVM2757 on Twitter, IVM_57 on TikTok. I have an Amazon wishlist and a Ko-fi for cosplay things, and here Wednesdays and Saturdays. I will stream whenever the hell I feel like it.
Sweet. That means Fair.
I am Fair. You can follow me on Twitter at Fairbear. Saturday nights, you can find me here playing Vampire. Thursdays, you'll also be able to find me over on the Greater Restoration Cruise channel for Tales of Faerun with Juice. I'm so excited for you guys to meet our characters. And I have some other stuff coming up that's very exciting, but it hasn't been announced yet. So just follow me on Twitter to be in the know.
Sweet. Liz.
Wherever you want to find me. Mostly I'm here on Saturdays, obviously, and Wednesdays, and on TikTok, where I do our recaps and talk about random TTRPG stuff and my kid.
Excellent. And do make sure y'all following all these fine folks and follow their TikToks. Like those recaps are helpful, including for me, because I forget shit.
We literally, Liz has all of season 1 recaps, which all of our season 1 kind of got deleted. So if you want to know what's been going on since the beginning, go follow Liz's TikTok, please.
Indeed. And I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet. And that's where you can find me at Dimples and Dice. I am a TTRPG/variety streamer over my channel, as well as over here. You can also find me on several different shows. I am over on the Amphitheater on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. with Eualia 5e, our Red Wall campaign, where I play a Sea Otter Paladin. I'm also on Cyberpunk Red on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I am over at Faithforge Academy at noon Eastern on Thursdays for a game called The Reclamation Project. It's also a D&D game where I am playing a Minotaur who has been retired for a long time. He used to be a level 20 fighter who has now been out of the game so long that he went back to level 1. And he's a little too chubby to wear some of his old armor and stuff too, so that stuff is stuck in a box. But it is a very interesting campaign, and I love the ideas behind it. And I hope you all watch. Last thing that I have, oh, no, second to last thing, you can find me on Vancouver by Night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays. That's right before here. If you're watching that show over on Vancouver by Night, they rate straight into us over here. So you can follow that show with me in the storyteller seat instead of as a player in that campaign, where I'm playing a Banu Hakim assassin who is maybe going to become a seneschal. Yeah, one of our coterie mates is about to become prince. I think we're going to declare praxis. Last thing, and hopefully I can find this link over on my Twitter. I just made an announcement. My cast for my my WoW Beyond the Witchlight campaign has been announced. And you can check that out in the tweet that I just linked in chat. That will be starting, I believe, towards the end of February. But it's going to be amazing. I am very excited to play with the fine folks that I have in that game. And I hope you all watch. That'll be on Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And I think that's it. So let's find someone to rate now. Again, thank y'all for being with us. And we will see y'all next week.
Also, we have a YouTube. If you forget stuff, go watch it.
Follow our YouTube. Yes.
Most of our episodes are on there.